Having with me today a 22-year-old man that has invented threshing and willowing, milling, farm machines and tools. He has invented a tractor, food processing and food preserver, household appliances, metal works, general fabrications, and even helicopter. So this is a unique 22-year-old boy. You know, this is a unique story. I mean, this is like Thomas Edison of Nigeria. This guy here, everybody needs to hear about him. Please, go call on your friends right now. Go call anybody you know from everywhere. Call everyone from everywhere. And go and tag as many people as you can get. Go and tag them and go and just, you know, share the message on YouTube, on Facebook, on timeline, your timeline, Facebook inboxes. Go tag the people in the inbox and everywhere you can get. Just share everywhere. Share to groups, to Facebook groups, because today's story, today's creative and innovative hour is going to be so revolutionary and mind-blowing. And maybe we could get some sponsors or some investors or some other people that might be able to, you know, help this young man bring his product to the world. But before I introduce him to speak, I would like us to show the video of that tells, where he tells his story, the video that tells his story, not just by himself, but the video that, you know, shows the world what he has done. After the video, I will now introduce him to talk for real about the work that he's doing. So do we have the video? Is the video ready? Nada na ekran is stoji na television. So we are going to see the video and please have a look at the video.
I'm extremely excited by everything I've seen here. I've seen I've seen so much agro-allied. I've even seen a gentleman who's making, a young man who's making a tractor. As the industrial hub of Nigeria. I think that it's great. I think that just looking at this, I can see that as far as the agro-allied industry is concerned, it will be very difficult to compete with Plateau State. The policy of the government is to encourage those who are manufacturing locally. That's the policy of the government. And we will support that your enterprises in every way that we can. We'll support everything that you're doing everywhere.
I'm Jerry Isaac Mallo by name. I'm into machine fabrication, basically agricultural machines, industrial machines, and food packaging and processing machines. I've been into this work since my childhood age, but it became a registered company from January 2017. We have the tractor here, and then we have the Irish potato planter, we have Irish potato harvester, we have the rice processing plants, that's from the parboiling, the drying, the husking, the polishing, and the destoning. We also have the maize thresher. We also have the fonio sheller, that's the acha sheller, and so many other machines. This is the rice processing plant. The first stage here, the rice boiler here. The rice boiler is a stage where the rice is being parboiled. And then we have the automatic water supply, which supplies water in here for the parboiling of the rice. The next stage we have here is the dryer. Instead of the manual sun drying, the machine here is used to dry the rice to make it ready for the next stage. Then the next stage here is the husking machine. The husking machine is the stage where we remove the chaff, the husk out from the rice. Then the fascinating thing about this plant is it's energy free. In that we generate the energy used in all these machines from the waste of the rice here. The rice husk is received from the cyclone here, and then it goes through an incomplete combustion here, where we trap out gases out from the smoke that comes out from it, and we use it to power the diesel generator that supplies electricity to all this. Then the next stage is this here, the destoning machine. The destoning machine is where we remove the stones, the sands, out from the rice. Then it moves to the next stage, which is the polishing stage. The polisher polishes the rice and gives it a nice finishing to make it look like the imported rice we have around. We're into packaging, but as of the moment, it's a partner packaging with the Plateau State Microfinance Bank. They have the rice available as the processed rice. This is a maize thresher. Basically, the function of this is to thresh maize after the harvesting stage. The maize is being fed into this, even with the peel. Then the compartment here threshes the maize. The husk comes out from here, and then it has a blower here, which in turn blows air, and then winnows the grains from this. Then the clean grains is gotten from the other side. We are actually having people patronizing us, but just a little left, because there's that belief in Nigerians that the imported machines are better. So we are daily striving to prove them wrong. We work on the quality of it in from the factory. Then we take we take registrations from the regulations of the Nigeria, the bodies, that's NIS, to supervise the qualities of our machineries. Then we also advertise to media so to let people know about it, to tell people that it can actually do better than the imported ones. Actually, for this tractor, it's a heavy duty work, so we definitely have to use strong materials that will last, that will stand the test of time for its purpose. So it's not all the parts. Some parts are actually made from fiberglass, carbon fiber too, and most of the parts, the body parts are made from iron, which has the strength to withstand the work it's going to do. And at our stage, our capacity now, we can't manufacture some of the parts ourselves. So we are forced to buy the available parts and then shape them into the parts for the specific purposes that we want. We've received the support of wards from some organizations. They advise us on some decisions and some steps to take. We've also gotten some sort of loans from some microfinance banks. We've also gotten some grants from the Plateau State Microfinance Bank too for the completion of this tractor.
You once abandoned the helicopter project.
I would say it's the wrong word to use. We just paused it for the meantime. The helicopter project is something that requires a lot of money. So we decided to put a pause on that and then focus on the needs, the direct needs of the society, of the environment, so that we could raise some revenue from that and get back to that. We don't aim at stopping on this that we do. We aim at going higher, but definitely we need finances to keep us moving. So we do things that could provide funds for us in order to achieve the bigger ones.
What we need to do is to give you access to those funds so that you're able to improve your businesses. That is what we have to work on, creating the necessary infrastructure. And then we must use what we make, or make what we use.
Where else can you set industrial cluster than Plateau State?
Our passion is to do whatsoever we're doing in Nigeria. If there's anything taking us out of the country, it's just to get the know-how on how to do it and get back home and continue our work.
Okay, guys. Well, this is the work of Jerry Isaac Mallo, the young man that we have here with us. We are going to bring him on soon. But before then, I just want to tell you that this young man, as in his company, which is called Benny Agro, Benny Agro Processing Company, Nigeria Limited, his company has been able to produce their own diggers, harvesters, interrow cultivators, soil preparation machinery, threshing machines, transplanting machinery, irrigation systems, grain processing machines, vegetable processing machines, packing systems, manure spreader machines, groundnut decorticals, potato processing machine, and yam processing machines, gari processing machine, potato planter and harvester. Please go and share this message right now with as many people as you can. Go and share and tag as many people as possible. If you know people in Nigerian government, please go and share this message for Nigerian government or from Plateau State or from America, any government. We need to support this young man. This guy is a genius right among us. And I'm just seeing the industrialization of Nigeria through people like him, through someone like him. And why is it that all his products are production of agricultural products? Because, agricultural machinery. Because he grew up in a poor farmland in Benue State. And so he wants to help his people, the people in the farm, the farmers in Nigeria, to be able to have mechanized agriculture, mechanized farming. So let's welcome our new friend here, Jerry Isaac Mallo. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Jerry.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Good evening here, but good afternoon to you. Jerry, wow. Where are you coming from? What a talent.
I'm calling from Plateau State.
Yes, tell us about your story. Who gave birth to, who gave birth to such a genius like you? How did you come about? How did the world come about someone like you? I want to hear your story.
I've been passionate about engineering works since my childhood, and it happened that I was born in a farming community. My parents were farmers, and they did virtually all the farm works manually. So as I kept progressing with my education, I kept thinking on possible ways that I could use what I was good at. That's the engineering, to see how to stop.
Let me stop you. Do you have anybody in your place that has Facebook on or anything on? Is there any device apart from your own on? We might need to put it off so that we can hear your voice very well. If there is any signal, any machine, any telephone device, let them put it off. Let them put it off near you so that we can hear your voice very well. Hello? Okay, it's frozen. Wow, that is a challenge right there with the communication in Nigeria. We need to hear this young man. We need to hear him out. We need to hear his story. It's unbelievable. Hello? Okay, we'll get him back. We'll call him back again. But let me tell you some things about Jerry Isaac Mallo. He was born in Bokos local government area of Plateau State, Nigeria, raised by farming parents in a potato and maize farming community. He grew up having interest in farming processes and making farming easier for farmers in his locality. So he has been passionate about mechanics and about machines, about automobile, about technology. So he went to secondary school in a place that is called Boys Secondary School, Gindiri, I think. And it is from that secondary school days that he had conceived the vision of Beni Agro, which is the company he has started now. He's only 22 years old. And he had been passionate about science, technology, innovation from his secondary school. He did so well in his secondary school that they took him into the to England, to University of Hertfordshire, to study automotive engineering. So they gave him options of remaining in England to work. This young man refused to stay back in England, even though they were going to give him employment in the automobile industry. But he refused to stay back in England and decided to come back home because he wanted to come and help his community and help his parents and the community in producing mechanized tools and machines and equipments for farming. So that is what led him to leave England. He left England and came back to Nigeria. And he only started his company in 2016, 2 years ago. And in 2 years, guys, this young man, he was 20 years old when he came back to Nigeria. And from 20 to 22, he has been able to produce threshing and winnowing machine, milling machine, farm machine and tools, food processing and preserving machines, household appliances, metal works and general fabrications. I think we have him now. Hello, Jerry. Jerry, can you hear me?
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
yes, I hear you now.
Yeah, I can hear you loud.
The sound has not been good. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me, yes. Please tell me about your growing up in your farm area and what prompted you to study, machinery and automotive technology. Hello?
Okay, coming up being born and brought up in a farming environment, I just gave up my talent and skills to solving issues, challenges around the society. So I came out science as well. That's what here in Nigeria. So I was doing a lot of things, and after my secondary school, a lot of people around were impressed by what I was doing, and they put up some monies and sponsored my education to London. While I was here, I had it in mind that whatsoever I was going to do, it definitely have to be in Nigeria. So I will definitely come back to Nigeria and contribute my own quota in Nigeria. I studied automotive engineering because it's something I'm passionate about, and it's something very, very, very pathetic for me. It pains me a lot when I see that we have all the raw materials needed to manufacture a car, but then we import cars. So I've been pushing towards seeing how we can manufacture machines that will suit our roads, will suit our laws here, and will be more safe. It will be more safe compared to the imported cars here. That's why I studied that. But after my studies, I knew that I was not going directly into car manufacturing. So I saw that the immediate need in the environment was agro-machinery, which I decided to come back home and start giving my quota to develop or increase the mechanized farm machines around in Nigeria.
You are 22 years old, just 22. How did you get all this? Yes, I'm hearing you.
My age, at the moment, I'm 24 now.
24 now. Okay.
I became, a lot of people knew about me when I was 22.
Okay.
So most of them carried it on when I was 22. Though I just became 24 last month.
Okay. Beautiful. Now, this, first of all, I want to say thank God and thank your community for coming together to contribute and send you to England to study. How long did you stay in England? How long were you in England for?
It was for 2 years.
For 2 years?
2 years.
Okay. So you came back, you already knew what you wanted to do, eh?
Yes.
How come in 2 years you've been able to produce such a line of products, so many lines of products? Can you tell us some of the products, some of the machines that you have been able to produce, some of the tools that your company has been able to come up with?
Okay, we've made planters.
Tell us about that.
Cereals, for maize, guinea corn, soya.
Planters?
make machines.
What is a planter?
So listing the machines we've done are planters, weeders, harvesters, and even the line of processing the harvested products. Now, from the planters, we do planters like maize planting, guinea corn planting, soybeans planting, and more. Then we also do weeding machines that help makes the work easier. And then we do harvesting machines too, like rice harvesting machines, soybeans harvesting machines, maize harvesting machines, the threshers. And then we manufacture machines that add value to the harvested products, that is in processing the harvested crops. We do machines like cassava processing, soybeans oiling, oiling machines, soybeans oil extractors of different types, and a lot more.
What is your goal? What is your biggest dream for your company and for Nigeria?
Dream for your company and for Nigeria.
The dream is quite simple and straightforward. Our dream is to see that we're able to manufacture machines in large quantity that will be enough and be sent till we get to the point where Europe, Asia, and other continents begin to buy machines from Africa, from Nigeria.
You want us to be exporting machinery to Europe?
Very well.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. All right. So, at what stage are you in right now? What is the stage you are in now?
At the level we are now, we are still making machines available for the states within Nigeria, and we are expanding and seeing how we could do better. We could get better standards, better qualities, and more production.
What are the kind of help that you think you will need to be able to bring your vision to pass?
Pardon?
What are the kind of help you will need to bring your dream to pass?
Okay. At the moment, one of the first issues we have is having a proper workshop, having a proper factory where we operate.
Okay.
Being a startup with
Okay.
no or little financing is very, very challenging and difficult, in that most of our machines we have to do most of the works manually.
Yeah.
But if we're able to have proper factory with the adequate and sufficient machines, industrial machines, workshop machines needed, we'll be able to do better than what we are doing now. And if there's another form of support we'll be needing, is patronage. If
Packaging.
Nigerians could patronize
Okay.
our product, from there.
Oh, we can't hear him, right? Can you get one of the videos ready? Kate, play one of those videos meanwhile. National great touched overseas, apatometidwa. Rasmin emoji was show. Maybe them share this video. You guys, please go and share this message and look for Mallo, Isaac Mallo, because this is a kind of person that needs all the help that we can give him. We need to get him investors. We need to get investors for him to be able to build, manufacturing plant, and to be able to build factories, and to be able to build the kind of factory that we see. I mean, can you imagine? Let's see the video. Звук. Там слышно? So we are going to show you the video right now from him. Tam dua razne video yes, but eta normal na idiot. So, puska eta right. We are going to show you one of
the Jerry at work. In this workshop, the watchword is teamwork.
The passion I had since from childhood kept pushing me, and it has been my drive.
What appealed to us in Jerry is that as small as this boy is, will have that potentiality.
This is really mind-lifting and mind-blowing.
It's a journey towards a vision, a goal, and this team could stop at nothing to get there.
Benny Agro is into fabrications of a lot, so many different kind of agro machineries. We're into fabrications of Irish potato peeling machines, cassava peeling machines, slicing machines, dryers, rice processing machines, rice transplanters, rice harvesting machines, and so many other machines.
Actually, the journey started some time ago, way back into the past. The tenacity, the vision, action, and determination has been powered by a dream, an almost incredible dream, one that needs an ear and understanding and indeed support. With belief, Jerry sought for and got them in Magavul Microfinance Bank.
The company is about 2 years old now, as it was fully registered as a Nigerian limited company. And I started with self-fundings from little self-saved monies, and then with time I grew into taking soft loans and taking long-time loans from microfinance banks that accepted me as their own.
Magavul Microfinance Bank is a top-notch grassroots financial institution with over a decade of experience at supporting youths, women and men who operate medium and small-scale enterprises like Jerry's.
The bank is a supportive organization that support the youths, the women, and then the men. So the youth, like in the society, we discover that, you know, any society that want to grow, it has to support the youths. Without the youths, it has been mentioned that they are the engine room of everything. So without the youths, you know, the society is nothing.
The Magavul Microfinance Bank, which is presently the biggest microfinance bank here in the northern part of Nigeria, assisted me a lot. It took me as one of its own. It gave me loans with few conditions. It gave me loans even without collaterals. While after the company, I've seen the passion I had and how hard I've been pushing to see how I could develop the agro-allied industries. I can say the Magavul Microfinance Bank have a lot to do with my beginning.
At its heart is providing the needed support to youths who, like him, have decided to do the work of transforming their societies themselves.
Our facilities, we have the pricing for every kind of loan facility. But because we want to develop Jerry, when we were packaging the facility for him for this tractor, the pricing, our interest rate for this, we reduced it. Why? Because we want to grow somebody from our community. Everything you see standardized in the world today started from a particular level. And we want Jerry to grow even from that small level.
He told him every journey begins with a step that adds up to a mileage. His journey is no exception. Jerry takes this piece of advice to heart and the result today speak for itself.
Well, very true, very true. A lot of people, because of the products we do, they feel, and most of the times they assume that we're already successful, we've made it actually. But actually it's the time, the dedication, the passion we have given our works that makes it look like we've made it already. Because we make all our machines manually, and when it comes out so clean, people think we had sophisticated machines that helped us in doing the works.
Everybody is so fascinated about seeing this, trying to be part of it. And I know a lot of people that actually want to be part of this, but they don't have the finances.
Presently, the challenges I would say Benny Agro is having is lights. In our workshop, we run on diesel engines for the whole day. Yeah, the aspect of power for the fabrications, we are really lacking behind at that.
As partners, we have also been making some contributions on what he has been doing, because for us, we are saying it must work. It must work in our community. For the machine, there were some observations. The sprockets that were peeling, threshing the maize. We observed that when there is a challenge, he has to pull everything out to fix it again. We said, no, there has to be an opening. If you check on top of the machine, you see there is an opening. That was a contribution from the financiers.
At this point, I'll be appealing to interested individuals that would love to see the growth of what we do. I'm also appealing to the government, if they could help and assist us in any way. I will appeal to international countries too that have the interest of investing into Nigeria or into the agro-allied industries, so we could see how we could build this and move it to the next level.
What about the speed? Is the speed now?
Since the two met, it has been the journey of the fine wine, better with each passing day.
Hello, everybody. We are back again. And I don't know why the line with Nigeria is not so great, but I really want us to be able to see the great work that Jerry is done and is doing. Jerry Isaac Mallo. You remember that name. These are the people who are going to build the industry of not just Nigeria, but Africa. I like what he said. He said his vision is that all these machineries that is producing, that Nigeria will become the exporter of these things, and that Asia, Europe, America will now be buying from Nigeria. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful idea. Now, Jerry, when did you start? How did you start this whole process?
I started since my childhood age. After school hours, I go to the roadside mechanics, the local fabricators, and then I learned from them. So as I got to school, I was getting more interest and I was getting proper trainings from my teachers. And from my secondary school level, I started making use of the internet very well. So I was always on YouTube, on Google, and learning more. So I think I have been doing fabrication since when I was 12 years old. But the company became fully registered. This is 3 years old now, since the company was fully registered.
So your company is 3 years old?
Yes, sir.
What kind of, do you know, have you done the feasibility studies to know what kind of investment you will need to be able to build a factory or a manufacturing line?
At the moment, the financial investment we'll need at the moment, which we're talking about.
How much?
Our budget is for 700 million naira.
How much would that be in dollars? I think that's like $2 million,
that
right?
Would be about
$2 million.
Yes. 2.5
Only 2 million US dollars. What can you do with 2 million US dollars?
It will enable us get the necessary machines we need to expand and give us better production.
So, but now you've started producing all these units. Are you producing them for yourself, or farmers are already using your machines and tools? Do you have customers already? Okay. I think it's the thing is frozen again. Let's go. I know. Can you hear me?
I hear you. I'm back now.
Yes, because it was frozen. I was not hearing you. So I said the tools and the machinery you are producing. Do you have people who are your permanent customers?
Yeah, I've sold machines to individual farmers, and a couple of the government offices, organizations have purchased machines in good numbers and distributed to farmers. For example, Smedan has purchased a good number of machines and distributed to farmers all around the country. And I've sold a good number of machines too all around, in different states around the country too. So I can say our machines are in good use at the moment already in Nigeria.
Wow. And you are doing all these things by yourself on the local level. Now, the tractors that you produce, is it an assemble? Did you just assemble from one company abroad, or you actually produce everything yourself? You came together with the prototype and you actually produced that?
You see, one thing about manufacturing is you can barely find a company that will manufacture every part by itself. So I can, to an extent, I would say every company is either an assembly company, or if not, then we are all manufacturing companies. Because for tractor, we do the engines, gearbox are imported from.
So you import the parts, different parts, and then, you assemble them and, according to your own modifications. Okay, I think it's frozen again. Let's go ahead and use the video. Let's go and see some of the work that this young man is doing. Let's do the video and see. Let's show one of the videos. So you see, these are the machines that Jerry produces, and you see, this is the maize millowing machine that he produced in his company, and now making the life of the workers much more easier. You see now, they don't have to sit down. You know the way we used to be when we were small. And the children and the mothers and the women used to sit down and one by one, peel the maize and winnow the maize. But now there is a machine that he has created. This young man, 24 years old, instead of these things being imported from countries from all over the world, he is producing them right there in Plateau State, in Jos. It's called Beni Agro, is the name of his company, and those are the telephone numbers and the contacts. Please be free to get in touch with him. I think, there is a big hope for Nigeria thanks to people like this. I mean, he has more than 25 inventions and things that he has produced, machines. And these are mainly industrial machines for farms, for agriculture. These are the things he's producing. I mean, it's mind-blowing. He's just like Emeka Nelson, the guy that we profiled 2 weeks ago. This is another genius. That other guy was from Anambra, Enugu and Anambra State. But this one is from Plateau State, Jos. He's produced all kinds of things. I mean, if you see the whole list of what he has been able to produce, I don't know, can we get him again? Can we try to get him? If you see the whole list of what he has produced, you'll just be amazed that, wow. I mean, and just 2 years, he started producing this when he was in secondary school, primary school. From when he was 4 years old, he started learning and started producing. And now he's making the life of his parents and his community easier. And now state governments are buying from him. He's a little bit more lucky than Nelson that come from Anambra, because in the case of Nelson, the government has not noticed him yet. I mean, they have not helped him. They have not contributed money. And this one, Jerry has been able to go abroad. The community did that. And now we just saw that a microfinance company is helping him to, put money into the production of this machinery that he's got. So let's try our luck again. Maybe we could talk to Jerry more today.
Okay.
Hello, Jerry.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the sound from... do you think we could try audio phone without the video? Maybe it will be good. Maybe we could hear your voice at least.
Yeah, I think that would be okay. Though, maybe it may be better if you just call on my SIM number, not Facebook or WhatsApp.
Not Facebook. But our machine here doesn't allow us to call like that because we are broadcasting it. But we will try to call you on Facebook back, but without the video.
All right.
We'll try to use just the audio. Thank you. We'll call you back now. Wow, what a talent. Let me read more to you about what this guy is doing, why they are trying to get him. I mean, and thank God that the vice president has gone there, but the prime president also went to Anambra to see the guy in Anambra, and I don't think they had a lot of result after that. But I just wish that some of us who are watching this program will have some ideas on how we could help this guy. His company is just 3 years old, like I said, and he's already having so many things on the table. Do we have him already?
Yes.
Okay, hello, Jerry.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear now.
Now it's much more better.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is that what we can do, we can be playing this video without sound while we are talking. Okay. So now tell me your journey. You said you started very young.
Yes.
So how did it go? When did you know? At what point did you get convinced that you could do this thing?
Okay, I think since I was as young as 6 years old, I could clearly see it that my life was going to be into engineering because I was so passionate about anything that was engineering inclined. So I just did my best to see how I could channel my talents, my skills, into solving problems in the environment.
Yes.
So I was born and brought up in a farming environment, in a farming community. So I just asked myself, how can I solve situations, problems. What can I do that will give a better output in the society? And I saw that Nigeria was really, really lacking behind in the agricultural sector. Everything was still done manually. So I did my best to see how I could channel my skills into that. And I started by using my free times to learn from local mechanics around, local fabricators around. After school hours, during holidays, I was always with them and try doing my best to see how I could learn. And during my secondary school, I got teachers who helped me and taught me the best I needed to know as of then. So I started using the internet at that stage. I learned a lot from Google and from YouTube. I'm a person who learns faster when I watch videos. So when I watch videos on YouTube, I sit down, analyze it, and make sketches, and then comparing them with the problems around in the society here. Then I design machines and come up with solutions.
Wow, but
So,
but when you watch
when I-
video, you don't see the way the thing is
Yeah.
built now. You only see the
No, I don't.
pictures. You don't see the plans,
Yeah.
the assembly, and everything. But how did you come to build the mechanism inside?
I think it's just a God-given talent. You just show me a machine, and I think just for few seconds is enough for me to know what is inside and how it operates.
Are you
Then I can come
serious?
up with my own designs and my
Wait,
own
wait,
way
wait,
of doing
wait.
it.
If I show you a machine, it will take you just a few minutes to understand what is inside and how it operates.
Yes, very well, and analyze it.
And then you'll be able to build your own.
I'll be able to come up with my own design and do it to do the same job, the same function.
My God. But how come you have so many lines of productions, all these things? Is it because of the needs that are in your environment?
Okay, as a startup in Nigeria, I guess you may know how difficult it is to start a company in Nigeria. And when we started, like I made mention, most of the things we did manually, and we didn't have much publicity. Just few people knew about what we were doing. So we basically did every machine that any customer requested for. So if a customer requests for a machine, we come up with designs and make it for him. So that's how we were doing, and we're producing almost everything. But as we start getting more publicity and more customers, we're now channeling where our focus on some specific machines, most farmed machineries around.
Oh, okay. Now, but
Most
where do
farmed
you
crops,
get, where do
producing
you get
machines
your...
for...
Yeah, go ahead. I'm hearing you.
Okay, so we focused on the crops that were majorly cultivated in Nigeria, and then we produce machines for them.
Now, where do you get the iron and the metal from?
Here in Plateau State, there's a market that sells a lot of metals, sheet plates, different types, aluminium, stainless, iron. So we get over 60% of our parts from there. And for some few parts, we get them from Lagos. And very, very few that we're not able to get, we place orders from outside Nigeria and we couple them up together.
I heard that you started your journey with a friend, with a bosom friend.
Yes, very well.
Can you tell us the story of that one?
Yes, at our secondary school level, there was a competition that was ongoing at that period. So they just asked, they were looking for people who could make any engine that was not going to use fuel, that was not going to run on fuel. So I and my friend were passionate, and we were talented towards that lane. So we came up with plans and designs, and then we presented it. So from there we worked on the design, and then we first made a prototype on a generator. We ran it on a generator. So that was a fuel-less generator. With that, we started
wait. You produce a generator without fuel?
Yes, it was more of inverter systems and conversion of energies.
Conversion of energy from where? Waste or water?
No, from the air. There are energies that float, that move in the air. So we're tapping out those energies and then combining them with the solar energy and from the wind energy too.
So there are energy enough to produce electricity from the air we are breathing, that we have all around us now.
Very, very, very well, very well.
And this is not wind. We are not talking of wind energy here.
No, no, no. Apart from the wind, there are charges that moves on the air, in the air.
So you are fueling the generator through the air energy.
Yeah.
And then it was able to work.
And then, yes, it was working. Though that particular project, we are still doing our best to get the perfect efficiency on it. So from there, we started representing the school in different stages of competitions, and we got to a level where we were representing our state, and we moved to another level where we were representing Nigeria in different competitions.
So you are representing Nigeria in different competitions from secondary school days?
Yes, we represented Nigeria in stand competition in Lima, Peru, and another one in South America.
Wow. So you've been doing this thing for long ago?
Yes, for a long time now.
And you are only 24 years old?
Yes, sir.
Now, what about if you have an opportunity, if you have an opportunity to travel for further education, are you interested in that, or you just want to rather build a company and a factory?
One fact that I find difficult expressing myself to people is I find it very, very difficult to learn in the formal way. That's learning in a classroom.
Okay.
I don't perform well in that aspect. Just like I made mention, I learn more by seeing. When I just see, it's it's far faster and better for me to learn. So to answering your question now, I'll rather go for building the company than furthering on my education.
Wow. So you rather
the
have
process
the practical...
of building the company. The process of building the company is the education. That's how I see it. I would love to travel out and visit companies, far advanced companies, and see how they do it and learn from them, then come back and make it better than what I saw in those countries.
Oh, then if that is enough for you, can I invite you to Ukraine?
Very, very well. Why not?
Please, Babusha, get his contact fast. Please, we are going to organize something for you. When will you like to come, please? when can you? Do you want to make it this year or next year? Because I think you have to come for a few months.
Yes, from my own ends, I'm always ready. Anytime I'm ready to visit countries and learn from them. So far, the knowledge I'm looking for is in those places. I'm always ready. Even anytime I'm ready.
Anytime. Okay, we are going to make invitation for you. My assistant is going to get in touch with you. We are going to plan out the time so that you could be absent from your company for 2-3 months. Then we are going to, if that is possible, then we are going to take you to different companies and factories here so that you will see just with your own eye. We are going to take you to plane. Are you interested in plane building and helicopter plane building? And I heard that you are building a helicopter yourself.
Yes, I'm very, very interested in those areas. But at the moment, we don't plan on manufacturing those ones now in Nigeria. Those are for the future. Those are our future plans. For now, it's just the agro machineries, which includes the tractor building in it, and then the car manufacturing, which we will soon be launching our first model, maybe towards the ending of this year.
You are going to you're talking of car production. You want to launch you build a car?
Yes, we are rounding up. We are concluding. We are at the conclusion stage now of our first model.
Wow, look, thank God, at least here I can help. In this one I can help because, and then the investment you need is not too much. So what would $2 million, okay, can you put the video while we are talking so that they will be seeing what is done? What would $2 million How much help can that give you? That 700 million naira that you talk about. How much help? How many things can you produce?
With that amount of money, I was given that in respect of the agro machineries production that we were into. With that amount of money, we'll be able to buy the necessary machines, workshop machines needed, as I earlier on said. From this level where we are now, we virtually do everything manually. We'll be able to buy lathe machines, turning machines, hydraulic presses, plasma CNC cutters, and a lot more machines that will enable our work go faster. At the moment, we have 26 staff that we do productions with, and we want to move far beyond that. But we will need the assistance of all these machines mentioned to be able to expand and get a better workshop than what we have now.
Okay, that is what you call workshop is what I call factory. You want
Very
to build
well,
a factory,
yes,
right?
Yes, a good factory.
Okay, so that you have manufacturing.
Yes.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So now the next question I will have for you is, what kind of car are you manufacturing right now? You know, we already have one car manufacturing company in Innoson. They call it Innoson in Anambra State.
Yes.
You know about them?
No,
I think they are the first
well.
car manufacturers in Nigeria. So you want to be the
Yes,
second one?
are. Yeah, hopefully. There's quite difference in our own kind of cars that we're thinking of. Well, we are moving into producing. Those vehicles are made out of galvanized steel, and Nigeria is a country where we almost don't have speed limits. So those cars were designed, or they are designed to abstain shocks at maybe speed limits of at most 100 kilometers per hour.
That is,
but in Nigeria, you find
are
us
talking about the one from Anambra.
Yes, and those are the type of cars they import into Nigeria. These cars can't abstain shocks at over 140 kilometers per hour. When you see accidents around Nigeria here, it squeezes the people in it. That's our main focus. We want cars that even in situations of accident, your safety in the car will almost be 90%.
No, I don't understand you. Explain to me again. The one that Innoson is doing in Anambra, you said it has 100 kilometers per hour.
Yes, most of those cars, that is because of the materials used in the manufacturing of the car.
So what
they
is
mostly
going
use
to make
galvanized.
your own different?
Ours is fiberglass and carbon fibers. Carbon fibers have the same characteristics. It has similar characteristics to that of glass. If the shock is too much for it to absorb, it breaks off, and then with the assistance of airbags, it folds you and keeps you out safely, not squeezing you like the general vehicles we have around.
Okay. You want to this guy is too much. You want to produce a car whereby accident, people will not be dying in accident. That's what I'm hearing, though.
Yes, that's the aim. So the vehicles we have around now, once you have an accident, the car squeezes, and then it squeezes you inside the vehicle. So with those kind of cars, in situations of accidents, it would break like a bottle, like glass. Then it wouldn't squeeze you inside, and with airbags around you, it will absorb the shock, and you will be almost 90% safe in the accident.
Jerry, oh. That's messed. Messed this video. Now I believe what you said, because you had said that your dream is that everything you are producing will be exported. Will be exported to America and Europe and Asia. Now I believe.
Very well, that's the plan. We're just a team of people that just believe everything is possible. These advanced countries, Europe, Asia, and other countries, they had a starting point. There was definitely a time where they started from. So I just say this is our own stage too, where we are starting, and we'll definitely grow to that point where we'll have things they will be needing over there.
Please, I want to also address all the people that are watching me now. What Jerry needs is even much more less than I thought. Just to do an invitation for him, buy him the ticket, cover his stay. So we are going to invite him to Russia, to Ukraine, that is for sure. But I also want to appeal to anyone that is watching, if you are in the Western countries and you can arrange for him to visit your country, if you can pay for his ticket and pay for his stay and be able to arrange excursions for him to be able to go from, from one company to the other, manufacturing company, especially countries where they manufacture agric product, machineries, agricultural machineries, like Holland, Germany, Scandinavian countries. Please, if you are in a position to invite Jerry, let us all arrange it. Maybe together, you can get in touch with me, or you can get in touch with him direct. This is his company's telephone and Facebook, and everything is online right now. This kind of guy must be supported, though. I don't know what you people are thinking, but this guy would not, he would not just go, in vain like this. We are going to support him, and we should all support him. And I'm begging all of you that are watching, this guy must not be left on his own. He doesn't even need much. We don't need to pay for get the scholarship, pay for the university. He just wants to observe. So what I am going to do, I'm going to let them organize. Maybe we are going to come up with maybe 10 or 20 companies here in Ukraine, and we are going to arrange for him to be able to stay at least 1 week-ish in each company, and that each company should show him, give him excursion, tell him how things are done. And, with his mind, with the talent that God has given him, he's able to come up with the solution. Wow. Okay, Jerry, what is how many, okay, you have been able to produce the tractor, I think you only have one now as the prototype, right?
Yes.
So, okay, so that $2 million that you need for investment, will it allow you to produce tractors in larger quantities, like a month? How many numbers of tractors will you be able to produce in a month?
Okay, with this 2 million, it will give us an enabling environment to produce these tractors. But the cost of producing the tractor is not involved. That is, the company, the buildings, the assembling machineries needed is what consumes those 2 million. But our aim is at the end, the structure will have on ground, will have the capacity of producing over 1,000 tractors in a year.
So you can be producing 1,000 tractors a year?
Yes, that's our plan.
Okay, Shineke. Please, anybody that is watching, yes, I'm hearing you.
At the moment now, we are already in touch with some companies in China because of our inability to have companies. Just like I earlier on said, you barely don't have a company that will make all the parts.
Yes.
So we in touch with some companies already where we'll be making our designs and then sending to them, and they'll be making all the different various parts for us. And then we make the rest of the parts here in Nigeria, and we couple everything up together.
1,000 tractors a year. Just with that little investment, $2 million. Please, if anybody is there, maybe it will be even more than 2 million. Maybe it will be 5 million or 10 million, but it doesn't matter. But please, let's look out for this guy. Let's find a way of seeing what we can do to support him with that kind of investment. Please, anybody that is watching this, please send this to people everywhere, and let's see what we can do to really enhance what Jerry is doing. Now, so after your friend, you said you started with your friend, and then your friend got admission to university. What happened to you? How did you take over? How did you keep on going from there?
We both were assisted by our community to study in London, so we actually went there together. And he is better in the theoretical aspect. He does so good in his academics. But I had a lot of issues. That's why I did mention that I was there for just about 2 years. So during my stay there, my major focus was on learning in the industry. So every free time I had, I was always visiting companies around Europe to see how things were done. So, and I did my best to see how I could perform in academics, but it was very difficult for me. So I just decided to use my time to build more on what I was already good at. So after that time, I chose to come back to Nigeria and start putting what I've learned into use. So I came back and left him back there in Europe.
Beautiful. So you got your strength. You found where your strength is, and you came back, and in 2-3 years, you've been able to produce all these things.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that your tractor is the first locally produced tractor in Black Africa?
Yes, so I had in Africa. No, I just had Nigeria.
In Nigeria?
Yes.
Wow. What do you want people who are listening to you now, who are listening to us from all over the world, what would you like to tell them?
I would like to address it depending on each category. For children, I would like to say they should not give up on their dreams, no matter how wild it may be, no matter how crazy it may sound. Never give up on the dream. Just keep chasing it. Just keep going after it. And for youth, teenagers, youth out there, my advice to them is they should start that dream they've been having, no matter how little they are starting. No matter how funny it may look at the stage where they are starting, they should just start from somewhere and just keep moving and growing in that dream. For the elders, the parents, the rich people out there, my plea with them is to advise, to invest and support people with such dreams. We can only make it with the support of people who have the funding, who have the finances to make that dream come true.
Beautiful.
And by only so doing, we can make Africa great. We can bring Africa to the world. We can clean that notion in people's mind that African is just.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes. So let me ask you one more question. What about your parents? What do your parents think about your achievements so far?
At the moment now, they feel very happy. But at first, it was a very big challenge for me convincing them and telling them reasons why I wanted to leave Europe and come back to Nigeria. It wasn't an idea that they supported. But I'm very happy that they are now seeing it being a reality, coming into the real world now, and they are very happy and supportive in all I do now.
So now they are very happy. How is your community and your parents? Are your machineries already helping them?
In their farms? Not everywhere yet, but they've gone to a good number of places around, and we are working very hard and pushing very hard on seeing how our machines will be very, very much available everywhere, every farming regions, and will be very cheap and affordable for the small scale farmers too.
Beautiful. Now, this idea of building a car that...
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You have to stop that. Okay. Can you hear me now?
It has ended. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, this idea of building this car.
Yes.
And I'm sure you have already done the sketch and the drawing and everything. It's already ready. You already know the technology.
We've made the car already. We're actually just doing the finishing now, the headlamps, the dashboards, and the finishing parts of it.
You have made the car already?
Yes.
So you have the prototype for that car, which is a car with accident. How many kilometers can it travel?
As of the moment, it has a max of about 240 kilometers per hour.
240 kilometers per hour. That's a speed car now.
Yes, actually, for me and my team, we are more interested in sports kind of designs. And the reason why it's so is, I don't know if you watch, maybe you or the audience do watch sport racing, car racing.
Yes.
You see them having racing at high speed and they crash at that very high speed, but it's almost like you never hear anyone die in that accident. You may see them come out of the crash and they are waving to people, telling people how everything is fine. Now we are picking the designs usually done on those kind of cars and making them for road legal cars. So for this, our first model is more of a sports car. It's more of a Lamborghini, Ferrari kind of a car.
And the beautiful thing about it is that instead of it crashing like we have now in Nigeria or all over the world, when an accident happens, it kills all the people inside. But the difference with your own car is that people are not going to crash inside. The car will just break down like a glass, like a bottle, and then the air will airlift the people from the car into safety.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is people are not going to be squeezed inside the car, but rather on a break off that they will be outside the crash.
Every country will need a car like that. And Nigeria especially, with over 300,000 people dying, or is it 30,000 or 300,000 people dying in car accidents in Nigeria? This kind of car is just going to, you are building innovation for the future. This is the future here. We are not talking about past time, but the future. Now, let me ask you one question. If you don't have money limitation, if money were not to be an issue, if you don't have any limitation financially, you can have all the money that you could possibly have. What are the I want you to tell me 4 or 5 dreams that you would have liked to bring to pass in your lifetime.
Did you say 4 or 5 dreams?
5 designs or 5 innovations or 5 inventions or 5 things or 5 dreams you would like to bring to pass during your lifetime if money were not to be an issue.
Okay, the first one is making agro machineries muchly available in Nigeria, even to the extent where we export out of the country.
Okay.
The next one will be making machines, making engines that won't run on petrol.
Okay,
almost every
like generators that don't run on. Is it just generators that don't run on petrol?
No, not just generators. Engines. When I say engines now, those designs of engines could be used to apply. It could be applied on generators, on cars, on tractors, on agro machines.
So you want to eliminate fuel altogether?
Yes.
Hello?
A lot.
So the idea is to produce, hello? Okay, we're going to get him back now. He wants to produce machine that does not use fuel again. Just like he has already done that with generator. They produce generator. The other time we show you a guy who is producing generator from water. Now, and then from waste. But now we are showing you a guy who produces generator from air that you breathe. The air that just produce energy from air. Not from wind energy, but from air. Now, he wants to replace all machines that are using fuel to kill people. He wants to begin to produce these machines that they don't need to use fuel, but they were using alternative energy. Hello? Hello? Do we have him? Hello, Jerry? We need to try him again, huh? Let's try to get. I want to hear all his 5 dreams. I know that he already built a helicopter. And, you know, he had some challenges in the helicopter because he couldn't buy all the all the equipment, couldn't buy them in Nigeria. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my question is, you've only mentioned 2. I asked 5.
Yes, sorry, the network over here is quite bad.
Yes.
The next one will be on the vehicles, as mentioned. Can you hear me?
You want to do? You want what about the vehicle? The cars.
Yes, that's what I said. Now the cars, the vehicles are the third ones.
Oh, the third one is the cars that don't kill people in accident.
Yes, that's our plan.
Yes.
And
Number 4.
No, that's the 3 we have at the moment.
Okay. Those are the 3 things you have at the moment. Are there any other things you might still want to dream of doing?
Maybe with time, issues may come up depending on the situations and challenges and the problems having around the world.
What about, I heard the story that you were planning to do a helicopter. What about that one?
Yes, those are plans too for the future. Where Nigerians could manufacture helicopters that will be sold out of Africa.
Okay, helicopters and planes, right?
Yes, yes.
Wow. What about, have you thought about resolving the electricity problem in Nigeria, the power problem?
Yes, the power issue falls under that category that I said, machines not running on fuel. If there are machines not running on fuel, then it means generators will be mostly available and bigger generators will be used instead of the hydroelectric plants and other things made available. So power won't be an issue then.
But by the time you produce your first one, which is to make mechanized farming easier in Nigeria, Nigeria could become one of the leading agricultural countries in the world, because right now we are using just manual work. Nigeria is number 6 country in agricultural produce in the world, I think. But by the time we have mechanism like you are talking about, this could really propel Nigeria to to the top in the world.
Very true.
Wow, Jerry, this is Jerry Isaac Mallo. Jerry Isaac Mallo, what a brain. Please, everybody that wants to help this young man, I want to beg you, please get in touch with him. You will see his contacts right now on the page, and the telephone number, email, Facebook, everything is there on the screen. And I would like to, invite him to Ukraine. I'm happy that he just needs observation. He wants to observe. So I'm going to bring him here by the grace of God. And if any one of you still want to bring him to your country or help him, maybe not just for him, maybe for him and his team or a few other people with him, that would be a good idea to be able to, help. Or if you have investors, people who are in, because he already has a company that's already producing results. But if you have other people who might be willing to invest and help him to expand, this is where at the root, at the budding stage of manufacturing and industrialization of Africa. Thanks to this young man, Emeka Nelson that we brought here the 2 weeks ago, he is also 24. They are just the same age, and they are already having all these results. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Jerry. Maybe you'd like to say bye-bye to our team here, to the people watching us all over the world.
All right, yes, definitely. I'm saying a very big thank you for everyone watching, for everyone listening to the program. I'm saying a very big thank you for dedicating your time and putting much effort to listen to it. And may God continue to bless you abundantly for every dedication you've done towards this program. And for you, the host, and your crew members, may God keep blessing all of you and helping you do the good work you're doing.
Thank you so very much, Jerry. And greetings to your team, to your company, to your assistants, to your parents. We are very proud of you as Nigerians. We are very proud of you as Africans. I am very proud and comforted as an old man. I'm 51 now. I'm going to be 52 next year. That you are just 24, 2 times, I mean, half of my age, and you are already coming with these solutions. In my generation, we didn't have many people thinking like this, and with the generation before me too. So I'm very relaxed that people like me will go to heaven with peace, that Africa will be in a good hand. Thank you so much, Jerry. God bless. Bye. Hello, everybody. Sunday Adelaja here from Kyiv, Ukraine. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Please go and invite your friends and family members today. Go and invite as many people as you could get. Go and tag as many people as you can get. Today is going to be a very, very special program. I don't know how they titled the program today, but I think whatever title they give to it, that it will not do justice to what the person we are going to have, to the program we are going to have today. Because it just say Inventor Jerry Mallo, but that doesn't say anything. I am having with me today a 22-year-old man that has invented threshing and willowing, milling, farm machines and tools. He has invented a tractor, food processing and food preserver, household appliances, metal works, general fabrications, and even helicopter. So this is a unique 22-year-old boy. You know, this is a unique story. I mean, this is like Thomas Edison of Nigeria. This guy here, everybody needs to hear about him. Please. Go call on your friends right now. Go call anybody you know from everywhere. Call everyone from everywhere. And go and tag as many people as you can get. Go and tag them and go and just, share the message on YouTube, on Facebook, on timeline, your timeline, Facebook inboxes. Go tag the people in the inbox and everywhere you can get. Just share everywhere. Share to groups, to Facebook groups, because today's story, today's creative and innovative hour is going to be so revolutionary and mind-blowing. And maybe we could get some sponsors or some investors or some other people that might be able to, help this young man bring his product to the world. But before I introduce him to speak, I would like us to show the video of that tells, where he tells his story, the video that tells his story, not just by himself, but the video that, shows the world what he has done. After the video, I will now introduce him to talk for real about the work that he's doing. So do we have the video? Is the video ready? Not an icon is the story in a television. So we're going to see the video. And please have a look at the video.
I'm extremely excited by everything I've seen here. I've seen I've seen so much agro-allied. I've even seen a gentleman who's making, a young man who's making a tractor. Nigeria. I think that it's I think that just looking at least, I can see that as far as the agro-allied industry is concerned, it will be very difficult to compete with Plateau State. The policy of the government is to encourage those who are manufacturing locally. That's the policy of the government. And we will support that your enterprises in every way that we can. We support everything that you're doing in every way.
I'm Jerry Isaac Mallo by name. I'm into machine fabrication, basically agricultural machines, industrial machines, and food packaging and processing machines. I've been into this work since my childhood age, but it became a registered company from January 2017. We have the tractor here, and then we have the Irish potato planter, we have Irish potato harvester, we have the rice processing plants, that's from the parboiling, the drying, the husking, the polishing, and the destoning. We also have the maize thresher. We also have the fonio sheller, that's the acha sheller, and so many other machines. This is the rice processing plant. The first stage here, the rice boiler here. The rice boiler is a process, is a stage where the rice is being parboiled. And then we have the automatic water supply, which supplies water in here for the parboiling of the rice. The next stage we have here is the dryer. Instead of the manual sun drying, the machine here is used to dry the rice to make it ready for the next stage. Then the next stage here is the husking machine. The husking machine is the stage where we remove the chaff, the husk out from the rice. Then the fascinating thing about this plant is it's energy free, in that we generate the energy used in all these machines from the waste of the rice here. The rice husk is received from the cyclone here, and then it goes through an incomplete combustion here, where we trap out gases out from the smoke that comes out from it, and we use it to power the diesel generator that supplies electricity to all this. Then the next stage is this here, the destoning machine. The destoning machine is where we remove the stones, the sands out from the rice. Then it moves to the next stage, which is the polishing stage. The polisher, he polishes the rice and gives it a nice finishing to make it look like the imported rice we have around. We're into packaging, but as of the moment, it's a partner packaging with the Plateau State Microfinance Bank. They have the rice available as the processed rice. This is a maize thresher. Basically, the function of this is to thresh maize after the harvesting stage. The maize is being fed into this, even with the peel. Then the compartment here threshes the maize. The husk comes out from here, and then it has a blower here, which in turn blows air, and then winnows the grains from this. Then the clean grains is gotten from the other side. We are actually having people patronizing us, but just a little left, because there's that belief in Nigerians that the imported machines are better. So we are daily striving to prove them wrong. We work on the quality of it in from the factory. Then we take we take registrations from the regulations of the Nigeria, the bodies, that's NIS, to supervise the qualities of our machineries. Then we also advertise to media, so to let people know about it, to tell people that it can actually do better than the imported ones. Actually, for this tractor, it's a heavy duty work, so we definitely have to use strong materials that will last, that will stand the test of time for its purpose. So it's not all the parts. Some parts are actually made from fiberglass, carbon fiber too, and most of the parts, the body parts are made from iron, which has the strength to withstand the work it's going to do. And at our stage, our capacity now, we can't manufacture some of the parts ourselves. So we are forced to buy the available parts and then shape them into the parts for the specific purposes that we want. We've received the support of wards from some organizations. They advise us on some decisions and some steps to take. We've also gotten some sort of loans from some microfinance banks. We've also gotten some grants from the Plateau State Microfinance Bank too for the completion of this tractor.
You once abandoned the helicopter project.
I would say it's the wrong word to use. It's just, we just paused it for the meantime. The helicopter project is something that requires a lot of money. So we decided to put a pause on that and then focus on the needs, the direct needs of the society, of the environment, so that we could raise some revenue from that and get back to that. We don't aim at stopping on this that we do. We aim at going higher, but definitely we need finances to keep us moving. So we do things that could provide funds for us in order to achieve the bigger ones.
What we need to do is to give you access to those funds so that you're able to improve your businesses. That is what we have to work on, creating the necessary infrastructure. And then we must use what we make, or make what we use.
Where else can you set industrial cluster than Plateau State?
Our passion is to do whatsoever we're doing in Nigeria. If there's anything taking us out of the country, it's just to get the know-how on how to do it and get back home and continue our work.
Okay, guys. Well, this is the work of Jerry Isaac Mallo, the young man that we have here with us. We are going to bring him on soon. But before then, I just want to tell you that this young man, as in his company, which is called Benny Agro, Benny Agro Processing Company, Nigeria Limited, his company has been able to produce their own diggers, harvesters, interrow cultivators, soil preparation machinery, threshing machines, transplanting machinery, irrigation systems, grain processing machines, vegetable processing machines, packing systems, manure spreader machines, groundnut decorticals, potato processing machine, and yam processing machines, garri processing machine, potato planter and harvester. Please go and share this message right now with as many people as you can. Go and share and tag as many people as possible. If you know people in Nigerian government, please go and share this message for Nigerian government or from Plateau State or from America, any government. We need to support this young man. This guy is a genius right among us. And I'm just seeing the industrialization of Nigeria through people like him, through someone like him. And why is it that all his products are production of agricultural products? Because, agricultural machinery. Because he grew up in a poor farmland in Benue State. And so he wants to help his people, the people in the farm, the farmers in Nigeria, to be able to have mechanized agriculture, mechanized farming. So let's welcome our new friend here, Jerry Isaac Mallo. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Jerry.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Good evening here, but good afternoon to you. Jerry, wow. Where are you coming from? What a talent.
I'm calling from Plateau State.
Yes. Tell us about your story. Who gave birth to, who gave birth to such a genius like you? How did you come about? How did the world come about someone like you? I want to hear your story.
I've been passionate about engineering works since my childhood, and it happened that I was born in a farming community. My parents were farmers and they did virtually all the farm works manually. So as I kept progressing with my education, I kept thinking on possible ways that I could use what I was good at. That's the engineering to see how to stop.
Let me stop you. Do you have anybody in your place that has Facebook on? Or anything on? Is there any device apart from your own on? We might need to put it off so that we can hear your voice very well. If there is any signal, any machine, any telephone device, let them put it off. Let them put it off near you so that we can hear your voice very well. Hello? Okay, it's frozen. Wow, that is a challenge right there with the communication in Nigeria. We need to hear this young man. We need to hear him out. We need to hear his story. It's unbelievable. Hello? Okay, we'll get him back. We'll call him back again. But let me tell you some things about Jerry Isaac Mallo. He was born in Bokos local government area of Plateau State, Nigeria, raised by farming parents in a potato and maize farming community. He grew up having interest in farming processes and making farming easier for farmers in his locality. So he has been passionate about mechanics and about machines, about automobile, about technology. So he went to secondary school in a place that is called Boys Secondary School, Gindiri, I think. And it is from that secondary school days that he had conceived the vision of Beni Agro, which is the company he has started now. He's only 22 years old. And he had been passionate about science, technology, innovation from his secondary school. He did so well in his secondary school that they took him into the US, to England,